The public trustee. Anybody following, seeing what that does?
No.
No,
Most states don't have a public trustee.
Yeah, read that.
Well, all states do have a public trustee, but they're not that blatant about it.
Oh,
You find a little bit in each state. Like in Alabama, you find out that everything's done in probate. Because if you want a driver's license, license plates, hunting license, do a deed, power of attorney, marriage license, all that stuff's done at probate court. You have to go to the probate court to do everything. Driver's license, you get at the probate court. License plates, dog license, everything's done at probate.
Jerry, so what you're basically saying regarding that lady Karen, the problem is that you actually have a declaration that's going to be an issue now for you.
Exactly, because it's not a contract.
Right.
It's a declaration that once I have put it on the public record, made it public, and presented it to the bank and asked them to act on it, and they acted on it, there's now an agreement that carries the force of law of a contract.
Until you implement your Constitution, which like the United States did, because up until we were able to get this country, the Declaration meant squat.
This is the Constitution.
I know, what I'm saying is like you gotta go ahead and correct it or agree with it, else it's gonna stay.
Finalize it.
So it's like an hourglass. It's kind of like how we formed this country. Gandhi never got a country, because when he went to the king, they weren't gonna tell him how to do it or how to correct
Right.
it. We gotta do that.
The
So,
power is in the people.
so that's a really good kind of analogy. I get that.
I hope that's opening up for everybody.
Yeah, you're gonna tell us how to fix that.
Well, see, I don't think it's broken. That's the point. The only thing that's broken is that, like I said, you wrote that first check.
Well, it's our perception that's broken. We just got to fix that and move on.
Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to help you guys develop a fictional time machine.
Yeah.
And we're just going to go back in time to a week after the closing, and we're going to close out the contract. What does closing mean?
Opening up.
What is closing? I mean, they closed the damn thing, so why are you still giving them checks? They closed it. The account's closed, so why are you giving them checks? They've got paid. So we're going to go back to that time, and we're going to give them the directions for them to pay us. We're going to request our money.
Yeah.
If they want the house, that's fine. They can have it. That's the first thing that I counsel you to do, is get the house out of your heart. Already give the house back to them. You must agree with your adversary quickly while you're in the way with him, lest he drag you before the tribunal and the tribunal turn you over to the jailer.
Yeah.
They want the house, fine. Here's the house. Where do I sign? You want me to wash the windows before I leave? Now, where's my money?
My debt, my money.
Where's my promissory note? Where is all the money that you got for the promissory note? Where is all the money that you made as a result of your fractionalization of that promissory note, where you re-loaned it out over and over and over?
9 times, well, as many as 22 times.
9 times for me, and then what about all those little pieces? It's a pyramid scheme. I want my cut out of each of those little blocks of that pyramid all the way back.
You're gonna teach us
And I'll be happy to give you the house. What are you waiting on?
The address.
I don't want this damn house anymore. It's dragging me down. Give me my money. I'm done. I'm leaving. Oh, you don't want me to leave? Okay, thank you. I'll take the house. Have a good day.
Folks, just on the fractionalization alone, if it's a $600,000 house, the 9 times is $5.4 million. You can go buy a house anywhere else you want to go. Just on the fractionalization based upon modern money mechanics, using the 1099 DIV is to recoup that back.
and Obama doesn't use 9 anymore, he uses 30 in public speeches.
I don't understand where you're going.
He's admitted that it's no longer
Fractionalized by
fractionalization of
9.
9 times. He said
Oh, I
30.
see. I see. Yeah, well, they've stopped publishing the numbers on the money.
A long time ago.
There's extra digits on the serial number, which lets you know that they're creating more of them.
And I got news, it's like
On the serial number.
5,000.
Yeah, on the serial number on the notes.
And
There's 2 extra digits on them.
Yeah,
Yeah, look at the new ones. There's 2 extra digits.
yeah.
On 100, 2 extra digits on a 50, 2 extra digits on
Wow.
a 20, 2 extra digits on a 10. Yeah, that means they're creating more of them.
all tied to that bond number.
Oh, and the digits, and the digits, just for those of you who are trying to
Alphabet.
figure out the math in your head, the digits are alphabet, not numbers.
So you get 26.
Right. Yeah, so, we're not working with 3 digits and a comma, we're just working with 2 digits from the alphabet. So that expands the possibilities even further, does it? Makes it a base 26 decimal system instead of a base 10 system.
Oh, so that number's really long.
I don't think that, and I don't think that we could all come up with a name for what that number is. We would have to be talking about to the power of.
Yeah.
Infinity and beyond.
10 to the power of 9 to the power of 26.
Yep. So here's where we start to get into some of our remedy. Remember we talked about the term modification, then we're going to go here into the, all of this, our remedy is right here in the beginning. You don't even have to read all the way to the end of the damn thing. Just the definitions on page 1, 2, and 3. Okay, this is where your remedy is, right in front of it. Applicable law means all controlling applicable federal, state, and local statutes, regulations, ordinances, and administrative rules and orders. Administrative rules and orders. So what do we have to do? Order. Thank you. Order up. That have the effect of law, as well as all applicable final non-appealable judicial opinion.
Well, that's the way out.
Yeah. But see, this is our declaration. What did you mean when you said that, people? What did you mean? You meant, I'm going to hold you dirty, rotten, tricky sons of guns to the letter of the law. I'm going to be right on top of you, making sure that you do what you're supposed to do. And then what'd you do? You went camping or fishing or golfing or whatever and sent them a check and said, you know, they're doing such a good job, just let them keep the money. And they're not going to argue. So what we're going to do is, the first thing is we're going to give them a 90, a 91, and a 28.
How does that spell? Hyphens in that, or what is that?
There's 3 different forms. There's the standard form 28, optional form 90, and optional form 91.
Please repeat that.
Standard form 28,
SF-28,
optional
OF,
form 90, and optional form 91.
These are GSA or IRS or what GSA?
GSA.
GSA.
These are GSA.
They come from the website gsa.gov, but they're not GSA forms. They don't belong to the GSA. They're just banking forms. Yeah, they're just administered by. Yes,
If we've sent a 2891, but not the 90, do we need to go back and fix that?
that's up to
It
you.
depends on,
I'm sharing with you what I've done.
Okay,
I'm sharing with you how I skin a cat.
proceed.
I start on the left side of the right ear, and I go back down along the back, and then I come back up around the front. And if you want to start on the other ear, or you want to start at the tail, or start at the belly button.
I don't skin cats, man.
Oh, my father's son.
Yes,
My dad's told me some terrible stories about the way he used to treat cats when he was a child.
oh,
I
I don't
never
wanna
did
hear
it
it.
though.
I'm
but-
gonna call the SPCA.
That's how you skin a bacon.
Yeah,
No,
Baker.
no, I don't screw
I
with
like
them.
that
Not
one.
cats. Cats, I think,
It's
are
much
just
better.
they're to be left alone.
Yeah.
You go over there and mind your business, and I'll go over here and mind my business. Okay, so with the 28, 90, and 91, does anybody have those?
Yeah, filled in. I've got
Okay.
notes all over.
Anybody have a blank one I can run some copies of? Or you can get it off the computer?
Yeah,
Anybody
give me
have a
that.
blank one?
I have a blank in the computer.
Can you run copies?
Yeah.
Then what we're going to do is we're going to go over the on how to fill them out, the way I fill them out, the way I understand them, according to our agreement that we have with the bank.
No, I don't have
I'm-
blanks filled out too.
Okay.
Sorry. Is your blank?